layered defense against cruise missile attacks was one of the goals of the Joint Specialized Air Defense Drills, which were carried out by different defense systems of the Army and the IRGC. The air defense systems are fully prepared to protect the country's sensitive and vital facilities by forming safe layers of defense, Brigadier General Kader Rahimzadeh said on the sidelines of the drills on Wednesday. Rahimzadeh also said that the Army's indigenous Joshan and Kadam air defense systems shot down targets during the exercise. Continuing the main phase of the exercise, the Joshan and Kadam indigenous air defense systems of the Army Air Defense Force destroyed hostile targets that intended to infiltrate the exercise area at low altitude, he said.
By the cemetery, I say hi to her. Every morning I tell her good morning.
Oh. Oh.
I don't like to use the word monster.
Air defense divisions of the Army and the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps, IRGC, are participating in joint aerial maneuvers coached by the at 1400. He explained that the two defense systems were used for the first time during the exercise. According to the general, the Joshan defense system is an upgraded version of the Corded 15 defense system, which uses a passive radar. The system, he said, destroyed the targets designated by the Integrated Air Defense Network during the second phase of the drills. General Rahimzadeh stressed that the country's armed forces will not hesitate, not even for a moment, to strengthen Iran's air defense capabilities. Accurate assessment of perceived threats in the airspace has driven us to develop defense systems commensurate with those threats, and thank God, there is no threat with which we have not thought of a way to deal, he added. Also on Wednesday, the indigenous Quds radar system of the IRGC Aerospace Division was put into practice. The Quds radar is capable of locating targets at a range of over 500 kilometers and an altitude of over 90,000 feet. It features tactical and single vehicle capabilities, homegrown software, the ability to deal with electronic warfare using various techniques, the ability to distinguish between friends and foes, and the ability to link with defense systems. Various branches of Iran's armed forces successfully lay into medium altitude targets during the first day of major air power drills. During the first day of the exercise, domestically developed air defense missile systems, radars, reconnaissance equipment, electronic warfare devices, communication systems, and the visual surveillance network were put to test. Iran's armed forces regularly hold military maneuvers to elevate their preparedness and military prowess, and to carry a message of warning to enemies against any act of aggression against the Islamic Republic. At the same time, Iran has repeatedly assured other nations that its military power poses no threat to them, saying that the Islamic Republic's military capabilities are defensive in nature.
And that everything just kind of went downhill. Had the mom allow the drug pushers to take over her house. Her house would become the spot. She was in the streets. She was doing drugs. She was here. She was there. She was everywhere.
The Army and IRGC to hold joint air defense maneuvers.
It just wasn't a healthy situation. My mom took little Anthony on. It lasted maybe a month or two. And my mom was moving out of town, and I was left with little Anthony. I also had 6 children of my own. One of my sons had cerebral palsy. He didn't walk or talk. So I wasn't in a position to devote my attention toward little Anthony for what he needed, because he definitely needed one-on-one. This kid was exposed to a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want that shit to rub off on my kids. Oh, this particular day, I was like, oh, hell, I ain't gonna need to handle him, so I'll go down here to the state building, Juvenile Justice Center.
Oh, yeah.
And I tell him, hey, yo, I got this kid, Mr. Senator Drugs, you know, you guys need to get her a court order. This is what I'm thinking. They're gonna get a court order drag her in here, let her get herself cleaned up, and I'm gonna have her, I'm gonna have her son, and we're gonna reunite them back together. And that wasn't the case. She never responded to the court. So let me deal with it.
Iran's army and the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps, IRGC, are set to stage joint air defense maneuvers aimed at bolstering their defenses against enemy threats to the country's skies. According to a Saturday statement by Iran's Qatam al-Anbiya Air Defense Base, the operational exercise will be carried out Saturday night in certain areas across the country.
And I never put him in the state's custody. You know, we probably have
The exercise will be conducted in coordination with the Integrated Air Defense Network.
Messed up in his head. He started hanging out with like street guys, older guys.
Iran's armed forces regularly hold military maneuvers to elevate their preparedness and military prowess. The drills serve as a warning message to the enemies against any act of aggression against the Islamic Republic. Iran's armed forces have unveiled new homegrown air defense systems, which operated flawlessly to intercept and destroy cruise missiles fired at them on the second day of large-scale aerial maneuvers. The Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force, IRIF Majid Defense System, and the IRGC Aerospace Division's Desful Defense System successfully destroyed cruise missiles launched toward the location of the drills. Codenamed Madafi and Aceman Belayat 1400, Guardians of Belayat Sky 1400, the military exercise kicked off in the central Semnan province on Tuesday. The commander of the country's Qatam al-Anbiya Air Defense Base said building a strong and multi-layered defense against cruise missile attacks was one of the goals of the Joint Specialized Air Defense Drills, which were carried out by different defense systems of the Army and the IRGC. The air